What is going on, everybody? We are back here with another flight. Check out my YouTube channel, 704 Gaming. I have some flights up there, and like I want to try to keep it as realistic as possible. Um, I just like realism. So um, I've been I've purchased some uh, airports in the game um, just to make them look more realistic. So, there's so much stuff in Microsoft Flight Simulator that you can buy. Uh, it's it's pretty crazy. So, um, but thank you for watching. If you are, the YouTube channel is 704 Gaming. It's mainly um, Microsoft Flight Simulator. Um, so if you get a chance, like, subscribe, uh, and hit the notification bell. Um, and today we have an American an American Airlines flight out of Charlotte Douglas International in Charlotte, North Carolina, and the destination is JFK Kennedy International in New York. So it looks like flight time is um, about an hour and 5 minutes. And let's try to get rolling here. And I want to show you guys, like, I'm just now, learning how to um, try to do stuff more realistically as far as turning the aircraft on and getting everything ready for before the flight and before taxi. So I know you can just basically click a button and start all the engines and batteries and things like that. But if you guys don't know, and you want to try to be more realistic as well, um, let me try to show you here. So let's jump into the flight. Yeah, that looks like Sydney, Australia. Nice view there. So, yeah. So in a previous video, I was flying. Believe I was flying the Airbus A380, which is I want to say the world's largest airplane. I believe it's like a double decker, so huge airplane. But um, today planning to fly the Airbus A320 Neo. So a little smaller aircraft. So here we are at Charlotte Douglas International in Charlotte, North Carolina. That's in the United States. Um, so here we have our, okay, well, it didn't start us at the gate, which I don't know why. Which defeats the purpose of me showing you guys how to start it up. But let me just, I really want to show you guys. Let me go back to the main menu. My apologies. Alright, let's go back to world map. Let's go to Charlotte, go to zoom to details. If you want to try to take off or try to start at a particular gate before taking off, and try to look for the open gates that, you know, obviously don't have planes in them or around them. Let's try this gate D5. Let's see if set as departure. Alright, so gate medium. It looks good. Alright, and then let's select, let's see, search JFK. Okay, there's Kennedy International, select that. Alright, so our flight conditions look like they're clear, which is good. Alright, let's jump in and see if it will start me at an actual gate and not the runway. Still loading here. Just to tell you a little bit more about Charlotte Douglas International in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. I believe it's one of the busiest airports in America. Let's see. So this is, I just use Wikipedia here, but the 2023 stats. So it looks like the airport, Charlotte Douglas, had 53 million, basically around 54 million passengers from the 2023 stats. So a pretty busy airport here in the U.S. And it says Charlotte is a fortress hub for American Airlines, which our aircraft is today. Let's see. The airport has 3 operating runways and 1 non-operating runway. It has, looks like it has 124 gates across 5 concourses. And just from Wikipedia again, it says the airport is home to the Charlotte Air National Guard Base and its host unit, the 145th Airlift Wing of the North Carolina Air National Guard. It was established in 1935 as Charlotte Municipal Airport. and it was later renamed as Douglas Municipal Airport for Ben Elbert Douglas Sr., who was mayor of Charlotte when the airport was first built. In 1982, the airport was renamed again, this time to its current Charlotte Douglas International Airport. And as I was kind of alluding to previously, in 2019, Charlotte was the 11th busiest airport in the United States in terms of passenger traffic, having processed over 50 million passengers, and 5th busiest in terms of aircraft operations, ranking 6th globally. In 2021, Charlotte grew to the 6th busiest airport in the United States. So there are some facts there about, or there's some information there about Charlotte Douglas International Airport, and some flights that go out of, or that operate with Charlotte Douglas. Let's see. My apologies, guys. So, all right. So here's some the airlines that just from the AI overview from Google. Many airlines operate flights from Charlotte Douglas International Airport, or CLT. You have American Airlines, you have Delta Airlines, United Airlines, Spirit Airlines, Frontier Airlines, Air Canada, British Airways, Lufthansa, and Southwest Airlines. So that's a pretty good amount of airlines that fly out of Charlotte. It would be cool to have some more international flights that you could go to the overlooking seas, such as like Emirates flights coming in, or Etihad, or what else? It's another big one. Emirates, yeah, can't think right now. Etihad, Qantas is Australian. Anyways, that would be cool to see some more diversity as far as, and also if you could see, like, Charlotte doesn't really see a whole lot of the big jets come in, as far as like the four engine planes, like the Airbus A380. It's mainly, I would just say mainly, you know, like you see right here, the American Eagle, skinny plane, maybe the A320neo. So your double engine planes. But every now and again they might get, a big Airbus or something like that coming in. But anyways, enough about that. Let's try to get into our flight here. My apologies if I bored you with that information, but little background on Charlotte Douglas. Alright, so here we are in the cockpit, and as you can see on the jetway, Charlotte Douglas there. That's pretty cool. A little cool detail. So if you want to, be manual and try to do this the realistic way, already know the steps to do, if you memorize them, you can go ahead and do them. But there's also a little checklist here that helps you go through and start up the plane manually. So if you just click this little check, it has a checklist. So before starting the engine, and I'm actually on Xbox Series X, but so you go into cursor mode, you click before starting engine. You can start up here at the top. So battery switches on. So you click that, and then if you click this little icon right here, the little eyeball, it will actually show you, it will highlight the batteries. So just as you hover over it, you can see that it's off. So if you just click it to on, and you see some things come on there. And then let's do this battery to on. Alright, so and then you can go to evaluation, click on that, and you can see that you have done it correctly. Alright, now we jump to external power, and let's set external power, and at the bottom down here it tells you what needs to happen. So if the external power button displays avail, set it to on. So believe it does say avail, so let's turn that on. Okay. Engine generators, so, and then let me see. Okay, well, I guess it might have done those other ones for me, but APU master, let's click the little eyeball. Alright, so it's right there, so you're going to click that. Okay. APU start. I'm going to go down here and turn it on. Let's see. Well, it's already, let's see. Where is this at? APU start. Alright, so let's go here and turn it on. Please, okay. APU starting, please wait. Because if you just jump into this cockpit and never have really done this before, you're looking at all these buttons and you're like, what in the world is going on with all these buttons? And so this is like, I just basically discovered this checklist, silly me. I probably should have discovered it sooner, but this is cool that it takes you through this so that you know where what the buttons are. And this is taking a while for APU starting, so let's just go here to go to autocomplete, force finish. Okay, APU bleed must be set to on. Let's switch it on. External power switch must be set to off. Alright, so let's turn external power off now. Fuel pumps, alright, it's pretty important that we have the fuel pumps on, so let's turn those on. Tank pump 1. tank pump 2, fuel switch pump, fuel switch pump, tank pump 2, fuel switch pump tank pump 1 on, fuel switch pump tank pump 2 on. Okay, so we'll do that. And then let's go down here to our beacon lights and switch them on. Alright, so then after you've see the check marks beside those, you see down here page complete, so you're done with that. So you can see we have power at our displays here and everything like that. So what you can do, let's see, you can go back, you go to starting engines. Okay, but first, before we do that, let us try to contact ground services to try to get me some fuel. And there you can see around Charlotte Douglas Airport, it's you can see is mainly American Airlines, and there's the Charlotte skyline of downtown, or uptown as they call it in Charlotte. There's the skyline back there. Let's see if we can pull up air traffic control. And then tune Charlotte. Oh man, have we just... Is nobody working or something? Ah man. Let's see if we can get something. Alright. Waiting for them to get done with this. Let's request fuel. Is there... Can you please send a fuel truck? No fuel truck is available. Okay, well, I don't know why. But let's pretend the passengers have boarded. You have gotten their baggage loaded in here. You've gave the plane fuel. You've loaded it with catering truck. All the pre-flight stuff that you need to do, which you can do if ATC was acting right. So you would basically go to ground services. You can request fuel supply, power supply, baggage, catering, jetway connection, which is what connects to the aircraft, so the passengers can board. So what we're gonna have to do, since we probably don't have a pushback available, then let us just skip to... Let's try to skip to takeoff. Alright, so let's see. Alright, here we go. Coming up here, our American flight. Alright. Getting in position here. It's a good looking plane. Good looking plane. Alright, so let's do ready to fly. Alright. Now. Alright, let's get ready to, let's see. What is our, if you come over here to flight assistant, right, you can scroll down. Your takeoff speed is around 153 knots, landing speed 169 knots. So just try to file those speeds away in your mind if you're taking off and landing. I do AI piloting in cursor mode, so that way if you switch to your cursor mode, your plane won't maybe won't go haywire. Alright, so let's get out of this and press down on the left thumbstick to get rid of cursor mode. Alright, now let's rock and roll, guys. Enough talking, right? Press A, hold A until your engines are up, and let me release the parking brake. I believe it is push left on the D-pad. Here we go. Alright, here we go. Alright, Charlotte, take it easy. There's a city back there. We're going pretty straight. What did it say? 153 knots at takeoff or a roundabout. Alright, let's try to lift off here. There we go. Pretty nice takeoff there. Let's retract the flaps. I want to say it's right on the D-pad. There we go. There you go. Landing gear up. Alright. So our destination is pointing left for that blue arrow, so let's turn left. Our nose is really pointing up, so let's get that down. Don't want to stall out. Alright. So we are coming up on downtown or uptown Charlotte, whatever you want to call it, and we are headed to Kennedy International. As you can see there, we have the let's back off the throttle a little here. It's giving us overspeed. So as you look down on Charlotte there, you can see a stadium there to the left where the Carolina Panthers of the NFL play football. Charlotte is also home to the Charlotte Hornets NBA team, which neither of these franchises are doing well at the moment, but there is Charlotte. I believe want to say the Bank of America headquarters is there. Oh, let's put our flaps up. I don't know why they were down. Alright guys, so So there's where we took off from. You can see Charlotte Douglas International there in the background, and the Charlotte skyline behind us on this American Airlines flight. Flight 1476. Squawk 4226 American Alpha Alpha Lima 1476. Roger, American Alpha Alpha Lima 1476. And as you guys can see, I go down to the little details because I want to be as or I want to be as realistic as possible. So you can see there on the aircraft here towards the back there, the N744P. So we've added that as an identifier on the airplane, and you can do what you want your call sign to be, what do you want the flight number to be. So all those things I've input to just make it, to make it seem more real when traffic control is talking to you. And instead of saying like Airbus A320, copy or whatever, they can say American, AA, whatever the flight number is. So just the little things like that, might not be important to a lot of people, but I just like to do things as real as possible. So alright, so now we are climbing to 23,000 feet right now, and Charlotte is way behind us. And as you can see down here, you can see our speed. This is our engines here. So if you go like here, that's basically full throttle, and then if you go back here, basically no throttle. You have your fuel right here. I believe this is called angle of attack, which I know a little bit about, but not too much. You want your flaps up when you're flying, so there's no drag. And then something that I recently figured out was the trim, which I believe I have artificial intelligence trim on right now, so so I don't believe I'm doing the actual trimming of the aircraft, but your trim is your adjustments to your nose up or nose down. So if you believe if you do your trim down, your plane will descend. If you do your trim up, I believe if you do your trim up, the plane will ascend. So for those that maybe didn't know what that trim was, actually let me turn AI piloting on real quick just to show you. If you wanted to do it manually, go in the cabin, here's your pitch trim. So you would press A to interact with that, and then see you could move your pitch trim degree. So I believe if you trimmed it negative, then the plane's nose will go down, and you will go down and you will descend. If you trim it up and the numbers increase instead of going in the negative, then I believe your nose will go up and you will ascend. But you need to get the right mixture of the pitch trim angle and your speed to really be efficient as far as flying at the right altitude and at the right speed. So that's what trim is. Oh, I just moved it. Alright, let's back out of that. But anyways, let's get back outside. Alright, we're flying along. And as you can see, there's another aircraft right here, if you can see it. Right in that little area. That's pretty cool. You have other aircraft flying around. And just for another realistic experience, let's put our seatbelt sign on. If we get to cruising altitude, we can take the seatbelt sign off. And as in our flights, no smoking, so let's turn that no smoking light on. Okay. Nobody wants to smell smoke in the cabin or in your seating area. So right now we are really cruising along here. If you see down here, we are at 438.37 knots. So you can do the calculation. So we're probably going around, I would say we're probably going around 500 miles per hour right now. Just clocking down the miles going to Kennedy International. Let's see. Let's do 436 knots, 2 miles per hour. So 436 knots is equal to 501.74 miles per hour. Now, for anybody watching who wants to know who wants their speed in kilometers, let's see what that is for you in kilometers. Alright, so let me see. Nautical mile. I don't know if that's the same as, let's see, knots to kilometers. So 1 knot equals 1 nautical mile per hour, which is about 1.852 kilometers per hour. Okay, so for anybody who's uses kilometers instead of miles per hour for the speed of this aircraft, so 436 knots is equal to 807.472. That's 807.472 kilometers per hour. So there you go. So there, yep, so there's your, and your airspeed, you know, just, I guess look at your TAS there, or I believe that's true airspeed. So your fuel level and percentage, and here is your meter over here. I'm not sure what it's called, whether you are we're pretty stable right now. If you're above this point right here, then you're climbing in altitude. If you are below, then you are descending. And as you can see here, the altitude meter, the number is growing, so we are definitely ascending, and we're on our way to 30,000 feet right now. And again, feet to, what is the what's the metric for, what is, I'm having to Google this, y'all. What is 29,000 feet in, or maybe, oh, is it millimeters? Or kilometers? It says 29,000 feet is equal to 8.839 kilometers. So you can do the conversions as you see. If you want to know how fast or how high we're going here, so you just look at, you can take 434 knots, 434 knots to kilometers per hour to see how fast it is if you're using kilometers, and then you just do 433 knots or whatever that speed is right here. You do 433 knots, 2 miles per hour, and then whatever it gives you, and then here's your altitude in feet. So we are climbing to around 31,000 feet. So just a little bit of information there for you guys. Here's your compass up here, your degree. I want to say that's your heading, direction, heading in degrees. And then this, oh man, what was it called? There's a glide slope, and there's, I can't remember what this is called, but I believe it helps you land. I believe it helps you land on the runway in bad weather conditions. So now you can see another plane up here right now. Right, you got the tail right now, and we're high enough where we have a tail or a trail, whatever you want to call it. So I'm not, oh, there's another one way over there, as you can see right over there. If I'm circling it right there, basically you'll see another plane. There's the tail. It would be cool if they had a better map to show you better of where you are, but you can still figure it out. So if you press down on the left thumbstick and you go up to your VFR map, so you can see, I believe this is our plane right here. Here's the line. So it looks like this is our flight path line. So you can zoom in, or you can zoom out. I wish you could zoom out. I wish you could zoom out a little bit more. But if you want to know where you are, if you're flying in the US, if you want to know where you are in the country, and you know the geography, so let's say we're coming up. So I believe this is our plane right here. So if you want to know what you're coming up on, like, you can go right here and click on this, press A. Okay, so that is Lynchburg. Looks like Lynchburg Regional, Preston Glen. And see, that's Lynchburg, Virginia. So we are moving out of North Carolina, and we are about to go into Virginia, the state of Virginia, on our way to Kennedy International. Alright. And then if you have this map up and you don't know how to move it, just get your cursor. Say you want to look up this way. So start your cursor up here. Hold. This is for Xbox users. I'm not sure what it is for PlayStation users, but hold A. Whoops. Oh, get out of there. So hold A, and then you're gonna with the left thumbstick, you're gonna drag down to basically drag down to the left. So see, I can go until my cursor goes here, and then I put my cursor back up here, hold A. Why is it doing that? Stop. Alright, put my cursor up here, hold A and drag down to the left to go up. Alright, so you can see, and then there you can get, there you can see your, there's our destination, JFK. And then if you want to move back down to your plane, just do the opposite. Put your cursor down here, hold A, and then press up and to the right on the left thumbstick, and you'll go back down. Alright, so we'll go back down here and press A, up and right again. Try to find our plane. Believe it's right here. Following this flight path line right here, this pink line. So just showing y'all some things if you didn't know. Maybe you did know. Alright, so right now here on our American Airlines flight to Kennedy International, as you can see over here, we are above 35,000 feet right now. And let's see, looks like our true airspeed is 425 knots. Alright, so still moving at a pretty good pace. Whoa. Was that some turbulence? Alright. So basically I have the airplane on autopilot right now. You can still see, you know, we have that tail there. And then also if you want to play around with the camera, you can click down on the left thumbstick on the Xbox controller. You can go to the camera. You can go to showcase. Click A. Get rid of this. Press down on the left thumbstick again. And here you can really get some. You can go down, you can go up, you can go around the aircraft and look at it. You can go up here to the, you can see in there where the captain and the co-pilot are in there. That's pretty cool. And you can go into the plane. Here it just shows, and there's the landing gear. It would be cool if you could see like the aisles and the seats in here and everything, but on this one you cannot. But let's see, if we look in the window, I wonder if we can see the seats. Yeah, I think yeah, it looks like you can if you look right through there. Looks like you can see the seats right there. Looks like 1, 2, 3 seats. So you can look in there, but if you try to go in there, you can just see, you know, you don't see a whole bunch. And then you can go into the cockpit. See the pilots there. The controls are, I might could set the controls to be a little steadier, less jerky, but Here we are. See our engine here. Go through it. Ooh. Back up. And then you can see we've got the engine heat or what have you in our face here behind it. So that's pretty realistic. American. So there's, you can do the showcase, guys. You can do the showcase camera feature and do some cinematic things with your Microsoft Flight Simulator videos. So you can just move slowly, act like the airplane is going away. You can just stop and you can go back up to it. So basically there's a bunch of nothing out here. You can see there looks like maybe some, looks like there's a mountain range, a ridge over there in the distance. Looks like, is that another aircraft right there? Let's see. Looking around here. Alright, say we want to be done with the showcase view. Just left click on the right or the left thumbstick and go back to your camera, press A, and then instead of showcase, go highlight external, hit A. Okay. Or you can choose cockpit. So, and then if you want to switch from external to the cockpit view on the Xbox controller, you're just going to hit the small button. It's like a multi-window button. In directional terms, you have your power button that you turn the controller on with, and that would be to, I believe it would be to the southwest of that if you want to say in directional terms, but just click that. Looks like a multi-window button, and that'll put you back in the cockpit view. And then obviously you can get out of the cockpit by pressing that button again, so you can switch back and forth. And then you can look around. If you see any of these like target looking things, you can see towns or cities. So right now we're cruising along. We're just above 38,000 feet right now. So looks like we can go ahead and take the seatbelt sign off. Attention passengers, the seatbelt sign is now off. You are free to move around the cabin. Thank you. Did you like my captain impression? Don't answer that. Alright, so we're just cruising along here. Right now, 427 knots. So what is that in miles per hour? Four hundred 427 knots equals 491.383 miles per hour. So still moving along, almost 500 miles per hour, guys. And excuse me, the captain has to take a restroom break. Alright, I'm back. So guys, we have been looks like streaming for a little bit over an hour now. I should have started the what is it, the nav log, just to see how long it would take us to get from Charlotte to JFK. But anyways, let's just start it now. Attention passengers, our stewards and stewardesses are coming around to give you some nice beverages and some peanuts, maybe some what's that stuff they call that you dip in your bread, that you dip in the coffee or something. We have all kinds of products, sodas, water. I don't know if we have anything else. But sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight. Thank you for flying American Airlines today on our way to Kennedy International. We are currently around 38,000 feet, cruising right along. It is very clear skies right now. And looks like we are somewhere in the vicinity. Looks like we are in Virginia. Where in Virginia? I know this isn't like a real official captain talk, guys, but not that one. Okay, so this is, what is that, St. Inigo's, Maryland? So we're near that. What else? We are there's Davison, what's that, an Air Force fort or something? Anyways, it looks like we're still in Virginia. There's Ronald Reagan Washington National Airport. So we're in basically the Washington D.C. Area, sort of making our way up here through, looks like Delaware and New Jersey to JFK. So sit back and enjoy the flight. Thank you for flying American, and have a wonderful day. So while we're cruising, guys, let's check out, see if we have any, let's look up JFK Airport, or like we did with Charlotte Douglas, and see what we can find out about JFK Airport. And again, just going to Wikipedia because it's easy. So John F. Kennedy International Airport is a major international airport serving New York City and its metropolitan area. JFK is located on the southwestern shore of Long Island in Queens, New York City, bordering Jamaica Bay. It is the busiest of the 7 airports in the New York airport system. The 6th busiest airport in the United States and the busiest international commercial airport in North America. The airport, which covers 5,200 acres, is the largest in the New York metropolitan area. Over 90 airlines operate from JFK Airport, with non-stop or direct flights to destinations on all 6 inhabited continents. It says it opened on July 1st, 1948, 76 years ago. It says it is a hub for American Airlines, Atlas Air, Delta Airlines, and Kalitta Air. It says it's a focus city for JetBlue and Polar Air Cargo. The airport features 5 passenger terminals and 4 runways. It says the facility opened in 1948 as New York International Airport and was commonly known as Idlewild Airport. So it looks like maybe in 1963 the airport was renamed John F. Kennedy International Airport in tribute to him. So there's some information on JFK Airport, John F. Kennedy International Airport. As far as so the 2023 statistics, so I want to say it processed around 62.5 million passengers. That's for the 2023 stats. The source is Port Authority of New York and New Jersey, and or the FAA. Oh, alright, there's an Annapolis. Put this down. So there's, I believe, Annapolis, Maryland over there. And I want to say that's home to the U.S. Naval Academy. As you can see, there's looks like another aircraft at a... They might be at like 10,000 feet, who knows. They may be going to, they may be landing at Dulles Airport or Reagan Airport. So we still have a ways to go to get to Kennedy International, around 150 nautical miles. So maybe you guys might recognize one of these towns. You may live in one of these towns that we see here highlighted. Easton, Newman. I live in the U.S. and some of these places, you know, you never heard of. But I have heard of Annapolis. Let's see, Stewart. And I just like the graphics on this game. Like, you got the sun shining, you can see the water there, and I want to say especially if you're flying over like an ocean, it looks like you can see like the ripples in the water. So I basically told you guys I was a realist. So I like those. So I like those little details that make it feel authentic and real. Guys, if you go to the YouTube channel, 704 Gaming, you may see a link in my Twitch page, my Twitch account. You might see a link to my YouTube channel, but you know, you probably get tired of hearing it said, but you know, if you want to, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, it will be awesome. This is something that actually my son got me into. My little son, like, he pretty much loves airplanes and monster trucks. So, but he got me into airplanes. Like, never really can't really ever say I thought about it that much, but just it's just pretty interesting. What the airline industry is all about and everything like that. So as you can see right now, this looks like another aircraft up here and one down here also. These they are possibly going to land at the Washington D.C. airport, maybe Reagan, or maybe Reagan International or Dulles. Smyrna. So it looks like we could be over Delaware right now. We don't have that much further to go to get to Kennedy in New York. Yeah, so right now it looks like we are starting our descent. I don't know if we got to 39 or 40,000 feet on this one. Maybe just around 38,000 feet. But right now we are descending. We're at about 25,000 feet, right? Now descending into 24,000 range. Let's see if we can see anything else around here. Oh, there's Dover. I believe that's Dover Air Force Base, so we're probably over Delaware right now, along the eastern seaboard of the United States. Delaware Airpark. And another thing that I like is if you see that you really can't like reach any of these controls in the cockpit, if you have an Xbox controller, hit this button up here. I don't know if you can see it. I guess you might call it like the left bumper or something. If you hold that button down and then move around while holding that button, move around with the left thumbstick and the right thumbstick, you can pivot right and left. You can move forward and back. And then while holding that button as well, if you use your triggers, the right one, you can go up. And then if you do the left trigger, then you can go down. So if you want to move around the cockpit, just hold down the, I guess the left bumper button, and just use your left and right thumbsticks to navigate around. And you know, if you wanted to get a closer look at one of these buttons, just hover over it like that. And then let's see what is going on. Okay, And then while holding the bumper, just gradually hit the left thumbstick, or the left trigger, and see, you can really see your buttons now. Your engine, these are your engine master buttons, but that's how you move around the cockpit. So if you want to go back, just play around with it while holding that left bumper or whatever you call it. You can look out the window, see if you're sitting too low like this, you can get way down here. If you're sitting too low, you can raise yourself up and see out the window better. You can go over here to the co-pilot seat and look out. You can look behind you. All these buttons up here. I don't even know if you can interact with these buttons. Let me see. Doesn't look like you can. Maybe not on. Maybe you can on PC, but yeah. All right. Enough of that. Come on. So you just play around with that feature and to move around the cockpit and get a better view of your buttons, of your switches, if you need whatever you need to turn on or off. And guys, if you watch this and you go to my YouTube channel, if there's somewhere that you would like to see me fly out of, pick an airport or a city, like, say I want you to fly out of London Heathrow Airport to Charles de Gaulle Airport in France. You can that would be cool if you guys tell me where you would like me to fly out of and fly to, and also what do you want me to use, what type do you want me to use, like a British Airways or American or Delta, or maybe another aircraft, and if I don't have it, then I can try to purchase it in the marketplace in game. And so we'd like to hear from you guys. Now, can't really do anything crazy, like I might could do like a 3-hour, 4-hour flight if I'm at the house by myself and I don't have anything to do that day. But as far as flying from Australia to Los Angeles, you unless you're really committed and you have the time, that's like probably 13-hour flight. So I would say there's people who have probably done that, sat there for 13 hours or put the plane on autopilot and fly to those destinations, but or you can edit your video into sections and not spend 13 hours sitting around waiting for your flight simulator airplane to land at a destination 13 hours away. But yeah, would like to hear from you guys. Just let me know. Let me know if if you have a specific airline you like to see, what city you would like to fly out of, what airport, and then what airport you would like me to fly to. I'd be happy to do that. Like I said, my son got me into this. And I'm pretty hooked. So it looks like another aircraft up here. See the flashing. County. We might be over New Jersey right now. Probably should have turned seatbelts back on, but let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, seatbelt sign is back on. We are starting our descent. Still no smoking. So please buckle your seatbelts as we are making our descent towards Kennedy International Airport. Thank you. Nice little sunlight there on the plane. Let's pull up our map real quick. There's another aircraft right up here. Alright, let's go to map. Let's see, where are we at? Is that us right here? Why are we so... That's New Jersey, so... Looks like we're over New Jersey. And... JFK is up here. We're not far. So we are about to be at 10,000. We're about to be at 10,000 feet. Engines right now at 24%. Speed is going down. Going to 128.55. And as you can see, There's Kennedy International up there ahead, where that circle is. Looks like it's just over the bay or whatever that is, river, I'm not sure. Somebody correct me if you're from New Jersey or New York. So there's something else right here, and another aircraft up here, so we have some action today. Looks like Monmouth Executive Airport. Maybe where some private jets fly out of. And guys, just to cite that information first about JFK. I don't know if this was a book. Airlines, John F. Kennedy International Airport, Port Authority of New York and New Jersey. Retrieved June 27th, 2013. Let's see, another citation, Directory World Airlines Flight International, April 3rd, 2007, page 86. I just went on Wikipedia and Googled John F. Kennedy, and Charlotte, I believe Charlotte Douglas, where we took off from. Another one is Idlewild becomes Kennedy, The Age, Melbourne, Australia, December 6, 1963, page 1, retrieved August 30th, 2015. Maybe I should just link these in the description. Never know about stuff like that. If you can, what information you can just say and not cite, or I'm not too privy on that stuff. So I will say it's better to cite it than not. Let me see if I want to switch here from AI piloting real quick. coming in. Let's turn, let me put it back on AI real quick. Let's go to our cockpit. Let's turn some lights on. Turn on, see, runway turn light. Okay, our landing lights are on, strobe lights. Alright. Having logo. Everything. Alright, so looks like we're good as far as that goes. You can see the lights right there. So it looks like we may be circling around Kennedy to get clearance to land. So we've just descended past 3,000 feet. Still descending, right? I'm waiting on us to make a left-hand turn. Oh, here we go. We're turning. Alright guys, we are coming in. I don't know what the conditions are as far as I see that it's clear. Let's just say something like Captain, attention passengers, we are about to land here at Kennedy International Airport. Time is 5:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Temperature is 45 degrees Fahrenheit. And again, we are about to land here at Kennedy International. Thank you for flying American Airlines. It's been a pleasure to have you aboard, and hope to see you flying with us again soon. Was that pretty good, y'all? You can say no, right? What else would you add? Oh, there's LaGuardia way over there. Hope this thing doesn't like crash right into it. We're getting low right now, and I don't see any. I think I'm gonna have to abort, y'all. I think we were about to crash right into Kennedy. Alright, y'all. There we go. Let's get some clearance to land this puppy. Alright, here's our landing pattern. So let's try to land it, y'all. Can you see New York City? I want to say that's Manhattan, right up there. Alright, that's there's Newark, Liberty. Oh wait, there it is. There's New York right there. Right here. Looks like Manhattan. Okay. Everybody stay calm. Alright. Let's enter the landing pattern. Let's put our wheels down. Need to get a little lower here. There's Kennedy over there. Descend a little bit. Too fast, too fast. Back off a little bit. I'm trying to get lower. I hope I don't screw this flight up and crash at the landing, and then let's try to land it perfectly, or at least close to perfect as we can, so This will be a good, realistic flight. Alright, now so we must be good speed-wise now because the brackets are blue instead of red. And this is the long process. Going around to land. Alright guys, coming around. Back off. I believe can't remember whether the landing speed on A320 Neo is 169 knots or 163 knots. I'm not sure. Right now, we're about around 186, so we need to slow down. Online text to speech. Why is this thing? Let's do our flaps a little more. There we go. Put our flaps down a little more. Alright, we're coming in. Oh no. There we go. Looks like our flaps are all the way down. Come on, baby. Let's land this thing good. Get over a little bit. Don't splash into the ocean. Please land good, please. $50, $40, $30. Ooh, that was pretty hard landing. But we landed. Man. Would have liked to land smoother than that, but we landed it. Alright, successful flight. Although some people might be unhappy with me after that jolt of a landing. Where can we get off the runway at? Okay. Alright, here we go, guys. We're turning off the runway. One two one decimal nine American Alpha Alpha Lima 1476. Goodbye. Kennedy International, guys, we're here. Alright, guys. Let's turn in here. What do we got there? Is that a Japan Airlines? Oh, nice. Oh no, my wing gonna hit the wall. No. That was close. Alright, let's we made it, guys. We made it. This was I would say this was one of my better flights. This landing is, you know, obviously tricky if you're not used to doing it. Let's make sure we line up correctly. Let's put the parking brake on. Let's see if we can get traffic control to connect a jetway here. No, we don't want pushback. Go back to clearance. Ground services. I don't see a jetway connection. So we might just have to pretend the jetway got connected and alright guys, well, we landed fairly safely at Kennedy International. And let's go around and see. Let's try to go around the airport and take a look at it. There we are. Let's go around. See. Let's see. Oh, check it out. Japan Airlines and Air France. What's that, DHL? Or just a regular plane? Yeah, it just looks like one of the standard game planes. Anything else? There's another American. There's an American Eagle. American. What are these? I don't know. Maybe, I guess a generic airplane. American Eagle. Lots of Americans. Let's go. Let's go over here. Oh, what is this? Is this Atlas Air? Like a cargo plane? More Americans. Oh, what is this? Oh, Nippon Cargo. Okay. I'm guessing that's a Japanese cargo plane. Okay. There's Atlas. Oh, is that Turkish Airlines? No. Cathay Pacific. Okay. So we got a little variety here. Peaceful night. Here at Kennedy International. Let's go back to our plane. Right here. Let's see. Request taxi to gates. I'm already. Taxi to the gate. But I would have to get a pushback. Oh well. It would have been nice to, do the realistic thing and land, be able to connect the jetway and so forth. But all in all, it was a pretty good, flight. Okay landing. Okay. You know what? Okay. Alright guys, well, let's conclude it right there. That was our American Airlines flight from Charlotte Douglas International Airport to John F. Kennedy International Airport in New York. So thank you for watching. If you are, go to the YouTube channel called 704 Gaming. I have mainly Microsoft Flight Simulator games on there, videos of the games. If you want to, please like, subscribe, watch, hit the notification bell for new videos that may come out here soon. And let me know if you have a specific flight company that you like, whether it's American, Delta, any of the other ones, British Airways, whatever, and give me suggestions of where you would like to maybe see me fly out of, and what the destination you would like me to go to. Be interested to hear you guys' thoughts on that. So again, thank you for watching if you are, and have a great day or good night wherever you are.